Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? Snow stopped, sun out, it's looking good in New York. Um, content analysis here, content analysis 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. You can subscribe to my channel, which I would like. You can comment as people have been doing, and you can like and share my videos. I recently did a video regarding the China Mac and Charleston White situation, and somebody sent me a link to a video, and I just wanted to share it with the YouTube viewers. I would like views, I would like subscribers, I would like all of that stuff. I don't make money off of this channel. I don't. I'm an older guy with wisdom who been places, who did things, and contrary to what these people say, I'm here to bring you the truth about the things they say. It's a lot of things they say that is kind of like bullshit. So every time I start my video, I'm going to bring up a quote. I bring up these quotes so maybe that you can use them in your day, in your life, to think about something when you're going through situations in your life, because I don't have all the answers. And these people acting like they got all the answers on YouTube. I'm here to refute that, rebuttal that, bring a new narrative to that. So this is my last Charleston White academics, not academics because I ain't do him yet, but my Charleston White, China Mac, Asian Society, Black people video. I thank everybody who viewed my video because the numbers did go up somewhat. I'm not no big channel, so the numbers did go up. I'm just starting. I'm just getting the hang of this thing. I get copyright claims. I have to take things down. I'm just learning, but this one, if I get a copyright claim, so be it, because somebody sent me a link. And if you send me a link, I'm going to research it, analyze it, and I'm going to bring you the real behind it. Now, the quote for the day on this video is, when you push someone too far, they will push hard and they will push back. This quote reminds me of bullies. You know, when you bullying somebody, when somebody gets tired of that bullying, they attack that bully, and sometimes they kill that bully. My friend one time, a pastor gave him a business, and guy kept bullying him. And then one morning he got tired and went and got a gun. And when the police came, he had a revolver. When the police came, he was still clicking that revolver. He done lost his mind on that bully, because that bully pushed him. And he decided he's going to push back. And when he pushed back, he pushed harder than that bully ever thought he would push. And I bring this quote up for Charleston White. Now, let's pull him up. Let's get a picture of him. Because I'm going to show you why Charleston White is mad, too. Charleston White. When Charleston White first went at China Mac, for whatever the reason is that he attacked China Mac, I was feeling Charleston White, because in the beginning, Charleston White said that China Mac should not be using nigger, that China White should not be so involved in the black culture that he forgets who he is. And I agreed with that. And when China Mac started coming back, I was like, why is this guy trying to fight something that's truth, man? Because so many people don't like black people, but all of them want to be black people. All of them want to dress the way we dress. I remember one time I seen a white boy sagging his pants. Oh my God, I made that fool pull his pants up and asked him, where did you learn that from? Why are you doing that? Because we as black people, I'm talking American blacks. I'm not talking about them other black people, because them other black people, they come over here and they get the whole foreign spiel not to deal with the American blacks. Because one thing about the American black is we're powerful, we're strong, and they want to keep us down because of our power and our strength. They want to keep us down. And when someone comes over from another country, they know that they have the little puppet strings on them. We'll deport your ass. We'll send you back. And a lot of the countries they come from are not doing well at all. They would not be doing like what they do over here. Driving the cars, owning nice houses, you know what I mean, good jobs. They would not be doing that in their countries. And they come over here and they prosper. And somebody sent me a video, and it relates to Asians, but it also informs you about the other foreigners who come over here into this country and have a prejudice towards black Americans. But Charleston White, China Mac, if you see my video prior to this, you'll see that I pulled up China Mac talking about taking care of people first and all of that, you know, and I used that video to support my argument that Charleston White did not say nothing wrong, that China Mac should not be privileged. It should not be okay for him to use nigger or talk as if he's so involved in the black community that he can speak like us. They took from everything. They took from us everything except our language and made us walk every step of the way. So that's all we have is our language. We don't have no religion. We're trying to find religion. Black Americans are trying to find a black culture. And when I say trying to find it, if you look at every other culture, they have all these rules, these regulations, these laws governing people from treating them a certain way. We don't have that. We find solace in rioting and turning things up when extreme activity happens, not when somebody just talk to you a certain way. Somebody got to actually kill one of us in order for us to have a voice politically. Those people, they get a voice politically if you just punch them in their face or you just say a couple of words to them every day. But anyway, China Max said, this is not a black against Asian thing. This is a Charleston White against China Mac thing. So, as I thought about my video and I took in the words he said, I wonder why would he say that when Charleston White also said that he should not be acting like he's black because he's Asian, and I agreed with that. So I decided to go and look at Charleston White's entire video attacking China Mac. And man, I'm gonna tell you, Charleston White is off the hook. Charleston White is off the hook. because Charleston White starts saying hateful things. If you understand something that's going on that's affecting you negatively, you can plan and prepare a strategy that would allow you to attack that in a different way. If you use hate, hate is like destructive. When you hate, it's destructive. You become careless in your approach to things. You have to give me a minute right here, YouTube. I'm sorry, but my videos are not edited, and a customer just came in. Like, I don't make money off of YouTube. I make money like in business, so I have to deal with other situations. But if I walk away from it, just think about what I say. But in the end, one minute, y'all. Which one you want?
Peach ice cream.
Peach ice cream. Which one is that? $20. There you go. You have a nice day, my young man. Want to make sure I work before you leave?
Yeah.
Great job. You need me to throw that away for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Have a nice day, young man. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
Okay, so when you function out of hate, your mind gets clouded about the other options that you have. And it's not good. You attract more problems than you do solutions. So I looked at Charleston White's video. And Charleston White starts saying how he hate Asians, how he hate Chinese, how the boys should get fucked by African Bambaataa because they're in New York. You know, he's putting this thing in New York. And the women should be raped by a long dick black nigga, and the babies should be killed and used as alligator bait. That is terrible, man. That's terrible. And one thing about Charleston White is, I always tried to wonder, like, why would this guy, like, I watched a lot of his interviews and stuff like that, and I would see him go from talking positive to just going off the hook. And you know what? I found out why. I found out why Charleston White has so much anger and so much hatred. And he tried to say, if you hurt him, then he's going to hurt everything around you. Your mother is not off limits. Your kids is not off limits. Your aunt is not off limits. Your grandmother is not off limits. And I realized that, and I see that, anytime he tries to attack a person on social media and they come back at him, he goes into raping their kids, killing their grandmother, shooting up their whole family. No telling what this guy would say he would do. So I always want to ask myself why. And I found out why. You just look enough And you find out why. And this is why Charleston White can get so angry and can hate people so much and go after people and start offending their family and offending their kids and offending everything that they love. Because you know why? That motherfucker got one eye. That motherfucker lost his eye. And he said he lost his eye with some kind of marble fight or something. And I realized that's why Charleston White can go from 0 to 100 and not care about anybody. Because in my lifespan of living, I've been around a lot of people. And I've been around a lot of people who've been disabled because of playing, because they got in a fight, because somebody attacked them. A lot of people that be in wheelchairs, like paralyzed and stuff like that, they be angry. And when you try to help them, they be angry with you like you did. One day I was in Walmart, and this guy came in, and he had one arm, and his one arm was like nipped it like way up, like about right here, you know where the muscle's supposed to be, right? And it was burnt, like burnt. So in my mind, when I seen it, I started thinking about the army movies that I've seen, the soldiers movie that I've seen, when they go into the woods and they blew up their arm and the arm came off and they set it on fire to stench the blood flow so they wouldn't bleed out, and gave them that morphine. So when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about that. My mind go back to the movies like, damn, man, you know, I wonder what happened to this guy. This guy seen me looking at his arm and got mad angry at me, man. Mad angry at me, man. And he was shorter than me. He weighed less than me. I knew how to whip them out. Early. And he's going in and he's going in. So I'm saying, yo, bro, like, listen, man, I don't want to be beating you up in Walmart, man. I'm telling them this. I don't want to beat you up in Walmart, man. I'm not the one who made you lose your arm, bro. Why you mad at me for? Why is you mad at me? And then the people in Walmart, he doing this fake karate. I mean, I don't give a fuck about that karate shit because you got to throw a kick, man. And if I catch a kick, I'm doing the windmill shit. I'm going to swing you around in a circle and then let you fly. And then I'm going to be right, when you flying, I'm going to be running right with you. As soon as you hit land, I'm going to be on top of your ass, beating the shit out of you. So you got to throw a good kick. Another story, I was locked up and I was rolling with this guy in jail and they took his eye from him. Somebody sprayed him in his eye with bleach. And he was telling the COs, and the COs didn't believe him, they was bullshit, and he ended up losing his eye. So he used to carry a weapon all the time. He used to say, I don't care nothing about a nigga with two eyes. He was wild out, man. And he would always say that. I say, yo, bro, why you don't care about a nigga with two eyes? Why you keep being hostile like that? Because somebody took your eye? He's like, yeah, fuck that, man. I don't give a fuck about a nigga with two eyes. So Charleston White got a glass eye. Meaning, 1, he's disabled. Meaning, 2, people been getting on him, bullying him for a minute about his one eye. He probably had the patch before he had the eye, who knows? But when he take that thing off, he don't got no eye. Look. There go one, look. Let me show y'all. Because I ain't going by what I say. I'm going by what I experience and what I see through research. Now look. A lot of people don't even know this. This is the motherfucker putting his eye in. This is the motherfucker putting his eye back in. So Charleston White probably been bullied, made fun of. Girls didn't want to date him. You know, a lot was going on in his social life, and he was holding that in because he's a small frame dude. He's not no big dude. So there's some bigger dudes and some bigger dudes, and I smack the shit out of you, Charleston White. So he got all that in. So now he's on social media. And damn, oh yeah, he's a good guy. What's going on there, big guy?
Oh, I'm tired.
I could imagine, man. Working hard today?
No, I just got up from a nap.
So how the hell are you still tired?
Because I did like 28 hours straight.
Oh,
Plowing.
yeah. Oh yeah, all that plowing.
My ass is killing me.
Yeah, see, I didn't even get up yesterday, man. I left that snow all on my car. I did that this morning, man. I had to do a whole pathway for me to get on the sidewalk to park my car. Damn, let me get some money.
Out there last night, so.
Yeah, that was a beautiful job. I came by here early this morning.
Yeah, it's best wait until the last minute. And once the storm's done, then clean it out.
Yeah, that's the best
40
time.
degrees, everything melts.
Yeah, you did a great job, man. You did a great job in that parking lot, man. You really did. I passed by this morning going to Sequoia to go to physical therapy. You know, I hurt my leg on the job and all that extra shit.
Yeah.
So I got this lawsuit thing going. So I got to go through
Do you
the
know
procedure.
him?
Yeah, I know him, man.
What?
I'm doing a YouTube video, man.
Making money.
I'm trying.
What are you doing back there to make money?
Just sitting down and collecting. He big dog.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna go get a coffee and go chase drifts.
And then what you got to do? We got to go do real work now, right?
Well, I'm gonna go around and check the driveways up on the hills. The wind's blowing, everything's drifting right in. I was plowing 6-foot drifts last night.
Damn.
Just brutal, back and forth, back and forth.
God bless you, man.
Hey,
Long as you able to do it.
Yeah.
You did a great job here. I'm not lying. You did a great job here. Look at it now. Look how it look right now. Great.
Yeah. Nice, clean, ready for spring.
Ready.
Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, so this man lost his eye, man. One thing y'all need to know about me is if you watch my videos, man, you might get different interactions because I'm not editing my shit. I'm not no movie star. I'm not trying to be no movie star. I don't have no cameraman. If I had a cameraman, he'll know how to stop, do this. Man, I'm not with all that. We just giving you raw stuff so you know everything is real. It's not nothing fake, you know. So at the end of the day, like I said, I gave you two examples of people who were handicapped and had attitude. So Charleston White fits into that category. You know what I mean? So now I start wondering, man, like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, you started off and you said something real positive, caught my attention. Because I've been, listening to China Mac music. I know China Mac been in Spofford. I've been in Spofford. The stories China Mac tell about Spofford is real. I've been in prison. China Mac been in prison. China Mac said he did 10. I did more than that. I've been in a whole lot of the state prisons up here. And I survived it. I really, really survived it, man. I did my thing, man. I have no problems at all. I got beat up. I got stabbed. I didn't get cut in my face, though. Never a nigga was getting that close to me to cut me in my face. You know, I went gun to gun. I went hand with gun. I did some things, man. And China Mac, he been there. You know, and he don't seem like he don't got no cut in his face. See, that says a lot, too. You know, a lot of dudes who have problems got cuts in their face. Guy with a cut in his face need to shut the fuck up, bro. Because you was running your mouth too much. You start jackpotting yourself. Niggas ain't like you, and they ran you out. That's how they run you out the jail. That's how they run you out the jail. They get somebody cut you dead in your face while you sitting down thinking you that big guy, that big dog. And you get that big cut in your face. You know what I mean? You get the telephone. That's what they call it. Hey, I don't got none of that. I did a lot of time in jail. I did. And I did my thing in jail. I lived off the land. Bullshitting people, taking gambling money, doing all the things you say you shouldn't do in jail, I did in jail. Juggle shit and don't pay back. Just let's fight. I had to. So Charleston White got this missing eye shit. So you got to think about it. You missing your right eye. Nigga attack you from the right side, you fucked. Nigga beat the shit. You talk all that fight, nigga beat the shit out of you, bro. Nigga just dip to your motherfucking right side, your blind side, is hook the shit out of your dumb ass. Niggas got see a nigga like him, you just hit him with hooks. Boom! Yo, boom! Charleston White be looking over there. He can't see but so far, you know. Put your own, close your own right eye and go see. I dip over here, you can't see for a minute, come back, boom! Hook the shit out of you. So a motherfucker can fight, gonna beat your motherfucking ass. The only hope you got is trying to wrestle. So maybe he good at wrestling, who knows? But at the end of the day, he's angry. He's mad. He's mad at two-eyed people because he has one eye. He's mad because he's been bullied a lot. So when he come at somebody, he said out his own mouth, if you hurt me, and then I'm gonna hurt you back. And your family, your mother not off limit. They say kids are off limit. Kids ain't off limit. The shit he say about kids is off limit. Right? So he did bring to the forefront the interest in the curious mind to think about Asians and the way they interact with black people in the community, because they be having all them Chinese restaurants, and them Chinese restaurants be making a lot of money. And you're fortunate if you find a Chinese restaurant that you can go to and tell them you're hungry and let me get some chicken wings and vegetable fried rice and I'll pay you later. They had the Chinese cleaners around my way. I used to go put my clothes in, and then, you know, I go to the cleaners. Yo, I need an outfit to go out with, man. Let me get that. I put this outfit up in there. Let me get that, and I'm going to come get all my stuff tomorrow. So I had a lot of dry clean on these stuff. Today, I don't do that. I'm not like that today. Things change over time. But anyway, I begin to understand Charleston White a little more. Is my understanding making me become acceptable of some of the things he say? No, because the things he said about them Asian people, like, was totally wrong, totally bad. So now let's go to China Mac. China Mac getting stabbed in prison. China Mac disrespects everyone who supported Charleston White on IG Live. I supported Charleston White in the beginning, but in the end, when I looked at the whole video, I couldn't support Charleston White 100%. I supported him where he said China Mac should not be using the N-word, should not be acting like he black, he should be he Asian, Chinese, whatever he want to call himself, and that's where he need to focus his behavior at, in his language, in his cultural representation, and the things he tried to attack that's going on with their country, with their culture. He should not be so involved in what's going on in the black culture, who Math Hoffa should do, who this should. He should not be all into that. He should let black people do their black thing, and he should do his thing. He could come in and he could be an outsider looking in and maybe on the low, advise, but don't be so vocal. I agree with that. But when Charleston White start going into the Asian baby should be used as alligator meat, and the boys should be fucked by African Bambata like Hassan Campbell was, and the women should be raped by big dick black nigga, that's overboard. That's overboard. I don't support that. I like to understand, and I like my people to understand the cultures that's against them, the people that do not like them, and begin to unify and build for ourselves. And I could go way into that, but it's not now. It's when I go live, and I'm not going live until all my views get up from these videos and all. Then I'm doing that. I don't make no money off of this thing. I'm not in no rush to go and put myself on Front Street. Everything takes time. So now, stay out of black people business. That's what got everybody, like, back in Charleston White. Like, China Mac should not be in black people business. You shouldn't be in it. It shouldn't matter with you. Who fighting who snitching on who doing this in the hood, who doing that to one another. No, that's not your concern. That's not your concern. Your concern is what's going on with your Asian population. And I looked at China Mac on Math Hoffa. On the Math Hoffa show. My expert opinion. And China Mac is smart. He's well aware of the cultural differences, the prejudices existing with the Asian people and the black people, the bigotry that's existing with the Asian people and the black people. He's well aware of it. He experienced it through his family. He experienced it through the elderly people. He understands the differences with they being raised Buddhism and we being raised fight back, fight, attack so much we attack our own. Fuck that. So if people were to sit down with him and explain to him how he makes a negative impact on the black community or culture by putting his input in and being Asian, I think China Mac will fall back and start regrouping that, because when he was on the China Mac, on the Math Hoffa show, he really didn't use the word a lot. It's when he get around certain people, and some dumbass people won't even check him on that. Some dumb China Mac pussy. China Mac in jail, China Mac busting, doing what he doing, China Mac fighting the nigga with a dog gun. You see it right here on the thing where China Mac fighting got his weapon with something. I ain't look at this shit. I don't care about that jail shit. That jail shit is something everybody don't make it. For everybody who say they're in jail, they could sit down and talk to me, and I could tell you what they was doing in jail just from their conversation. Because some of them was quiet as fucking jail. No phone time, no TV time, no commissary, no packages, no visitors. They was just there, bum-ass niggas working in the mess hall, making it through. When they in the house, they not doing shit but following the leaders of the house. I was a leader. I was. Go to Comstock, get cut up by that phone. A lot of niggas don't even want to make that phone call. They want to be in the yard early in the morning because they get there after 1 when them people coming in on the next yard run, it's definitely on the night run, the evening run. They don't even want to be there. They go to El Mare. They don't want to go in the armory. There's a lot going on with that jail shit. that a lot of people don't be saying it, but they come out of jail and because they worked out, they did this, and they acting like they were so good in jail, and they really wasn't. They had no voice. So a lot of people see China Mac, oh, he about that life, he did that, and they allow him to do the things he shouldn't do and didn't check him on it. China Mac stabbed in prison, you see? Y'all niggas don't want to face that stabbing in prison shit. I never been cut in my face, but that's not, I wasn't stabbed, I wasn't jumped. I went through that, cut my finger off, my whole finger cut off. The knife broke when I cut somebody's throat. I still cut them. They stabbed me in my side, I cut the shit out of them. They didn't know, but I cut their throat, my finger was off. The crazy thing is we was just reading Scientific magazine that night, and they said, put it back on, and I put it back on, went to the yard, act like fucking weight fell on it, went to the hospital, came back, ready to go at that food again. Beef squash. That was some Spanish beef shit. But on my expert opinion, China Max showed that he knows the difference and he understands the friction, and he understands that there is prejudice and there is, like conflict between the Asian and the black community. So when Charleston White said that he should not be acting black and used the N-word and people followed behind him, I think it would have came to China Mac's attention what he was doing was kind of fucked, and he would have corrected his behavior. But the other shit Charleston White said, I don't know how you could back that up, because if somebody came on YouTube and start saying black babies should be lynched and black babies should be shot and black babies should be used as this and used as that, then how you think the people would have felt? Yeah, what's going on, brother?
Yes, I'm trying to find Alex.
Give me 1 minute, bro. Give me 1 minute, YouTube.
All right.
Alex, the guy who used to cook over there in your store before, the Jamaican guy.
Tell me it's me, Rasta.
Yeah.
That one,
You wanna see him?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, come on in, bro.
Man, I need these hard men to fight like that. How you doing, my brother? Oh my Lord, man, these are hard men to fight, man.
Okay, YouTube, sorry again. We not be edited, we not be changed. We gonna do this shit. So anyway, in my expert opinion, if you look at it, China Mac is 100% right. Now, before I go a little further, somebody sent me a video, a link to a video that I want to share. No, we'll do that at the end. We'll do that at the end. So now, let me show you something about Charleston White now. Look, J. Prince kids are... Charleston White quick to talk about your kids, but Charleston White said that if you hurt him, so if you say something offensive to him that he takes pain from, he's going to talk about your mama, your kids, and all this other stuff. Boosie, Badass, really don't feed into it. T.I. felt into it for a little while, and he just go, oh man, today is a busy goddamn day. I might have to start this video all the way over. Yeah, that's all we have right now because they be taking them. So at the end of the day, we can't put everything out here because we don't want them to take it.
Really?
Yeah, we just won with they not going to take the flavored cigars. We just won with that in court.
You still
So
have flavored cigars though?
yeah, we're gonna have them. They're not going to take them. They chop that down. That's not going to go nowhere. Everything over there is $20. Don't worry, YouTube. I'll be back.
Alright, yeah.
That was
Apple,
yeah.
apple peach watermelon.
Which one you want?
Apple peach watermelon, that one. How much money? 20. Apple 30.
Yeah, so now Charleston White. Let me show you something about Charleston White. This is how you could tell something going on with Charleston White, right? Charleston White raided by the FBI now. Like, y'all seen that quote I put up? Let's look at it again one more time. When you push someone too far, they will push back. And they push hard. Right? Now, Charleston White got raided by the FBI. He want to blame... He got enemies. He got Math Hoffa. He got China Mac. And then he got the whole Asian community from what he said, bro. Unless you got an army, boy. Like, you can't have so many enemies all over the place, bro. That's how I got shot. Unless you... I had too many enemies doing robberies, robbing niggas. If you got too many enemies, you can't watch all of them people. So he's going to say China Mac did it.
I didn't get a rechargeable.
Huh?
I didn't get a rechargeable.
What do you mean?
I paid 20
That's
for a regular.
that's a rechargeable.
No, it ain't.
It doesn't have a
It
port
doesn't have a
on it.
port on it. I just took it out. I didn't even hit it yet. It's got no port on it. Alex loves me anyway.
Yo, this guy wanted to recharge for his boy. Which one you want?
Over here? These ones down here?
Yeah, all of them.
I'll get the watermelon ice cream.
Check it before you go out the door.
Oh, I got you.
What's he using? Bigger thing?
Huh?
He's a bigger thing?
Yeah. Don't taste like it.
Yep.
Oh, it is. Got that.
Alright.
Okay. Not a problem. Come get it. So now you brought this back. I'm gonna try this shit out. Fuck it. Yeah, so sorry again, y'all, but this is what I'm going through, man. This busy day today. But anyway, like Charleston White want to say Math Hoffa. He got Math Hoffa. He got China Mac, and then he got the whole Asian community, because when them Asian people look at the things he said, they babies should be killed and used as gator bait. The boys should be fucked by African Bambata. The women should be fucked by some rape. Like, he's not saying like fuck because they should meet them and fuck them. He's saying raped. So I don't know. They just return this shit because it ain't rechargeable, but I never smoke these shits. I smoke too much cigarettes though. I don't even know where my cigarettes are. I don't want to get up again right now. But listen. So, he want to say China Mac called him out. One thing about China Mac is, like, I believe China Mac gonna shoot that fade with you. Like, China Mac, look, We gonna come back to this. Let's go. Let's go. I gotta do it.
I was in a really bad accident. The woman that died was about to be my sister-in-law.
I want my child back.
They be hitting me with that copyright claim. If I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it at the last video. Other video I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna try to stop this shit. We're gonna stop this shit. China Mac. Look how small China Mac is. And look how big AD is. China Mac went in for AD, man. That says a lot about that man's character. That says a lot about the way that man thinks. Charleston White is his size. So at the end of the day, when China Mac told Charleston White you will be held accountable, China Mac will shoot the fade with Charleston White. No guns, no knives. Yo, he been in jail before too, bro. Like, he might fight you with a knife too. I did it. When he got stabbed, he had to fight. You locked up, bro. It's a different ball game when that nigga run down on you with that knife and you ain't got yours, bro. What you gonna do? Turn around and run and get cut the fuck all up? You gonna face that adversary and deal with what you gotta deal with. Look how big that dude is to China Mac. I'm having a knife on me. I'm having a poker on me. I'm poking the shit out of that big motherfucker. I'm going to jail because I'm going to poke the shit out of his ass. And if he tell I got to go to jail, I'm going to plead guilty and go ahead and do my time. Because I'm going to poke the shit out of his ass. He is not just going to handle me. No, bro. He's too big. He way too much over me. So that says a lot about the man. Did Math Hoffa do it? No. I think the Asian community did it. Now, let's go back to something else. Now, here goes where a problem coming with Charleston White. Like, is he keeping it real? Is he bamboozling everybody? Is he going in and everything? So you get raided by the FBI, right? The Asian community could have did that to you, but Charleston White tells the truth about FBI coming to his house and who told on him. You got too many people on your back, bruh. Them Asian people probably told on you, man. They got the hate laws and all this. They got you said that the council person called the mayor this, called the Asian people this, and they shut down your show. So you figure out who told on you. Like, if you got the beef with China Mac, yes, you said something in the beginning that was good. You said China Mac should be not acting black. And like I said, I'm sure if you would have sat down with China Mac and told him that, he would have considered it and he would have stopped the behavior. Because like I said, he didn't use nigga one time on No Jumper. So it's like when he get around certain people, he probably get comfortable and use it and act like he's black. He probably changed characters in order to communicate when he don't have to do that. And I'm sure if you explain it to him, because he talk like he got a lot of sense, man. And he been through some shit, so he can understand. But let's go with this.
When cookies and cream found Hershey's, this triggered something crunchy, creamy, and really tasty. You're gonna fall hard for it. Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Hershey Cookies and Cream. I don't like to go in other people. I like to go in Charleston White shit. I don't like to go in people who put this stuff up to talk about it.
So tomorrow 1:30. I see the God bless. All right? All right, man.
Yes, my brother. All right.
All right,
Thanks,
bro.
sir.
All right.
You good?
Huh? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. God, enjoy yourself today, my brother.
To my brother. All right.
All right, we ain't gonna keep going through this, man. Cause I'll be having to get up and I'll be having to drop up. But anyway, Charleston White show got canceled in New York, and Charleston White got up and said he canceled it. He said he canceled the show. He said that he wanted to take his guns. You can't bring them guns to New York, Charleston White. Like, you gotta sneak them guns in New York. You gotta be real tough coming in New York with them guns, because you just can't carry guns in New York like that. This is not Texas. So then he said he wanted to bring his pig poker, and they said you can't bring that. Charleston White, a weapon is a weapon in New York. They got classified weapons in New York. So whatever you bring, you got to just tough it out and bring it. So be it. You got money, you pay your bail, you get out, you fight your case, you make your claim, take it to trial, do what you do, but you bring your weapons and you come on. So he said he canceled it because he can't bring no weapons. But let's look at this. Let's go here.
And to be honest, which is also the part that might, I don't know, if you're trying to think about it,
Now, DJ Academic showed you that it's been canceled, but he say the venue called him, and they said that they're not going to have Charleston White at their show. That could he replace him? He could still have the show, but Charleston White can't come. So now you got Charleston White saying he canceled the show, but you got the venue, Academics saying the venue canceled the show. Like Charleston White, I don't care what you say. Like, you could disrespect New York and say what you want to say about New York, but when you're in New York and you got multiple people in multiple boroughs wanting to do something to you, they shut the venue down, man. They'll cause a ruckus. You see Troy Ave, a lot of venues have trouble because of ops. And when you go to that venue right there, there's no back exit out that joint. You coming out on the block, man. We got blocks up here. And we got buildings side by side. If you don't know what you're doing, you a victim. So y'all think about that. I gotta go get me a cigarette. Hold up one more minute. Yeah, so you think about that, Charleston White. It's not like I hate you or anything like that, but I totally disagree with what you said all about them Haitian people, because it is what it is. And I'm going to show y'all something else before I close. So now I don't think China Mac put the folks on you like that to cancel your show. I believe that China Mac would have faced you man to man. I really believe that about China Mac. And I also believe that if you would have went to China Mac And we would have went to China Mac, and China Mac would have heard enough of it that he needed to stop using the N-word. He needed to stop talking like he black. I mean, he talked the way he want, but when you around black people, don't use the N-word. Don't act like black people act. Act like you're Asian people. He would have respect that. Because he know what's going on. He experienced it. So he knows that. And I'm sure when he was locked up, he had some people saying, yo, man, fuck that Asian nigga, man. He is not one of us, bro. And probably he got too involved. Nah, I don't know why he got stabbed, but different scenarios. You know, I have to hear his story, and then I can bring out the most of it, because jail has been my life. Prison, not jail, Rikers Island. I never did a C-76 bid. Years and years, 3 years, 2 years, 12 years. That's all I ever had. So now you got Charleston White saying he canceled the show, but you got academics saying the venue canceled the show. So who canceled the show? Math Hoffa? So Math Hoffa is saying now he's going to sue Charleston White. I don't know how he could sue Charleston White without first pressing charges on Charleston White. So I would like to see how that goes. And then people are saying that putting a lawsuit is snitching. Like Remy Ma said, that's a cousin of snitching. I'm getting ready to do some battle rap shit too. I love battle rap. So what are you gonna be snitching? I don't give a fuck about none of that. If I gotta put a lawsuit in, I'm putting a lawsuit in like a motherfucker. Look, I got my leg fucked up. I'm suing the shit out of these niggas right now. So I don't know. You say what you want to say. I ain't putting nobody in jail. But let's go on with the end of our story right now. So now we're gonna go into this. This here is powerful. How much time we got? We good. So how far off the mark was Charleston White when he's talking to you, but you want to make it a big cultural thing? You want to create Asians against blacks. This is me on my video, and really and truly, so you could say really and truly, I stand corrected on that, because Charleston White attacked the whole Asian community, and if he got a beef with Charleston with China Mac, then that's where it should be. So, you know, I still stand by, you know, China Mac should check himself and regroup as far as using the N-word and trying to be so involved in the black community. But I have to take back the part when I said China Mac is trying to make it an Asian against New York or black people thing, because Charleston White made it that by talking about those them Asian babies like that, by talking about them Asian women getting raped, by talking about them Asian boys getting raped. Charleston White went overboard. He started out good, but then he went overboard. So I stand correct on to correct myself on that with China Mac. But as far as the beginning, I stand on that. I stand on that. No matter what, I stand on that. So now somebody commented in my video and sent me a link. And this is where I risk that copyright claim and all that other shit. This is where I risk that, because this video is real serious information for the black community to understand how people come into our communities and establish these businesses and take our money and give nothing back. And we, as black Americans, them foreigners get it all, don't have businesses in our own neighborhood. And this is a focus for Black Lives Matter, if they really care and Black Lives really matter on our economic situation and the building up of our community. This video says a lot, and I'm going to show you why, just from what this lady says. I want to shout out to Lost Fornia. Lost Fornia sent me this link, and I'm going to risk it on YouTube because I'm going to play this video. And the last video I played, I got a copyright claim. I'm going to take that. If they tell me take down the video, I'm going to take it down. If they don't, it is what it is. I don't make no money off of this. And I'm not going through that thing they say on the copyright claim. Oh, they're going to make money off of it if they monetize, and you got to get in touch with them and they split the money. Go ahead and have it, bro. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Check this out, y'all.
You're not ready for it.
There's a video of an Asian woman is going to speak about, how Asian businesses.
This is a media journalist. He probably hit me with that copyright claim early. We're going to skip his ass.
From opening businesses in white neighborhoods.
All right.
This is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods.
So Asian people were not allowed to open their restaurants like they do on the corners in black neighborhoods, in white neighborhoods, because white people didn't want them to profit off of them. They didn't want the Asians to profit off of white people. So when we look at the black community, we can also say this is true with the Arabs. The Arabs have a lot of the grocery stores, a lot of the smoke shops right on the corner. Other folks, because they kind of like differentiate, have the liquor stores. The stores that black people tend to favor the most to spend their money locally is not run by black people in their own community. So this Asian lady is on, and she's telling you what the Asian experience is, which we could take and we could say that's happening with these other ethnic groups that are coming into black communities and controlling all the businesses. That why you would have a Little Italy, a Chinatown, all these other little places, Jewish town. You can't call it Jewish town. Jews just do what they do. You know what I mean? But they have all of their businesses in their community profiting off of their own people. So you got to listen to this. This does not just apply to Asians here. The main factor is the white people. The white people is controlling their community. And they're saying who comes in, does businesses, and who don't. If it's not a white person, you're not coming in there. They're running you out. They'll create a whole community board, a whole community, whatever they call that, community security, whatever, what they call it, the community people. They look out for each other, community security or something like that. They'll create all these boards and they'll create all these communities, little groups, in order to attack you and get you out of their community. Listen.
Operating in their neighborhood, white neighborhoods, because they didn't want.
That's really clear.
Yeah. Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress black people, Asian Americans
are weaponized They're used as weapons to oppress the black community. Arabs are used as weapons to oppress the black community through businesses. To take away the profits in the black community and do what they will with it. The Spanish people had the bodega stores before the Arabs had it. But the Spanish people, the Latin people, are different. See, the Latin people, they get fed up with dealing with black people. They rather sell the stuff that they like to their people. So they didn't care about giving up the stores. But they got them in their neighborhood where it's predominantly Latin. They didn't want it in predominantly black communities any longer. So they walked away from the situation. But the Arabs don't give a fuck. Take your money, disrespect you, and go ahead with life. The Asians, they want to survive. They came over here for a better life outside of the communist regime and all that other stuff that goes on in their country, where they don't really have a voice. They cannot raise up against the government in their country like they can do here. Government will shoot them down. Government will send the military. Look at Tiananmen Square, where they shot up all those students for protesting. It's different over there. So now they come over here and they're used as weapons to oppress the black people, because white people can no longer oppress the black people like they once did in the past. They cannot do that now. So they have to come up with a creative idea. Remember what I told you about the camouflage? Remember I put that quote up about the camouflage? Remember I told you I put up the quote about there's a solution to every human problem? And the human problem for the white people is that they want to oppress the black people and keep them oppressed and keep them feeling unimportant. They keep them feeling like we don't own nothing, like we never own nothing. They can't no longer do it themselves because black people get together and tear shit up. We might don't gain what we supposed to gain, but we'll tear shit up. So listen.
Americans were being given loans to open businesses in black communities, even though black people were not able to receive loans.
So they were given loans to open up their black businesses. I had a restaurant. COVID came and hit. So they had all this funding going on with COVID. So they had a block grant. You didn't have to pay it back to help keep your business running. It started at $50,000. They gave me $10,000 and made me $2,000 for myself to do it. $2,600 for myself out of that $10,000 to do whatever I felt to do with it. The rest of the money, I had to go spend it on stuff, product and stuff like that for my store. I had to go spend it. I couldn't pay licenses. I had to get food stamp license. I had to pay the health department license for the food establishment. I had a lot of other things I had to do, and they made me spend. And everybody that I had to spend it with was a friend to HUD. And then after they gave me the $10,000, they gave all the white people $100,000, $50,000. They wanted me to put my BMW up as collateral on a block grant. There's no collateral on a grant. Lo and behold, I had to let my restaurant go. But she's not speaking anything but facts. And this is not just with the Asian community. It's with most of the foreign people that you come and see establishing their businesses in a black neighborhood, even black on black conditions, because you have the Jamaicans and the Trinidadians, and they're coming over here, and you got to wonder how they open up so much restaurants, how they get so much houses, and we've been here all our lives and they have no houses. This is why. This Asian lady is bringing great information to you, something that we need to consider and we need to fight for. This is facts. And this is not just with the Asian community. It's with a lot of the foreigners that you see coming into the black communities and open up these businesses, and why black people cannot open businesses. And it even goes as far as why black people do not own a lot of the homes that's in the black community.
To open businesses in their own communities.
Let's go back.
As I said before, even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses.
Black wealth is paid out twice. We pay double payment in our own community. We pay out more than we receive. I'm not saying this. This is a person through their experience and what's going on that exposing this. And y'all want to keep fighting yourselves instead of take this information and ask, why is this white? Why is this the way this is? It needs to change. So, again, where's the fight at? The fight ain't with no hatred on the Asian people. Yes, it's understanding their perception of us. It's understanding the cultural difference. But it's coming up with a solution so we could get around this. Because we should be controlling our own communities. We should have everything, more businesses, not no fucking barbershops, man. And even the Spanish people got more barbershops than black people. Not no fucking barbershops. Who own the laundromats? Who own the grocery stores? Who own the most of the restaurants? Who got the most houses? Why? Why? This Asian lady is telling you why.
Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then
Let's go back
to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutual.
Usually people open businesses in their own community. So here we have some Asian people who are indifferent towards black people, with an Asian lady revealing the truth about why they have their restaurants in your community. As to why, because you take it on a broader scale. All the Arabs have all the other stores in your community. What's Black Lives Matter? If you can't address this situation right here.
Beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community, and by being a member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community.
And that's why you see that the Asians and the Arabs, they don't invest back in the community. The Arabs send their money to Yemen, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, wherever the fuck they came from. That's where they send their money. The Asians, they build up their little community. They do what they want to do. The Spanish, they build up their little community. They do the black people are not generating finances out of their own community, so they can't put nothing back in the community. And that's why we have so many dilapidated buildings and tore down houses you can't do nothing with. But had you been able to have businesses in your community, you'll be able to have more to build up your community. But we don't look at that. We don't fight that. We get our hate together by following somebody with a hate fucking shit like Charleston White, agreeing wholeheartedly and everything he said is not right, killing babies and all that. No, bro, that's not right. What about if somebody got him and start saying they want to kill black babies and use them as fish bait? And all black men should be raped and fucked by African Barbado or whoever they might be. They might bring up Tony Santana or Mongo. And all black women should be raped by some European guy. How would you feel? Think about how you would feel if somebody was on a social media platform yelling that shit out. To tell somebody they're not black and they shouldn't be acting like that and they shouldn't be using the N-word is a total different thing than saying we should kill all their babies. And that shit is like beyond me, man. Didn't we go through that? Didn't the Jews go through that? Didn't the Native Americans go through that? Who wants to go through that? Who wants to hear somebody even advocating that some shit like that should be happening?
This official, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community, and by being a member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community. This is an ideal situation, and that is not what happens with Asian American businesses operating in black communities.
So you heard her clearly say.
So you heard it, man. You heard it, man. And with that, once again, I'm gonna go back here. Against those thought most likely. And I want to thank Las Fonia for sending me this link. I wanna thank Las Fonia for sending me this link. Thank you very much. And if you send me any link, I'm going to research it. I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to see if it's good and bad for content. And if it is, I'm going to give you my reaction to it. True reaction, man. I'm not no young, stupid nigga. I'm a fucking nigga who got caught up in this situation and still caught up in this situation. I'm like 2 fingers. You see these 2 fingers? You see how close they is to each other? 2 fingers away from trying to commit the ultimate crime to get up. Still there. I'm not like these other older guys. I've been in jail a lot, man. I fought a lot. I've been rich a couple of times and lost it all going to jail. I had businesses. Lost it all because I couldn't get no help to adequately pay my people to work. And this is why. So I want to give a good shout out to Las Fonia for sending me this link. And if I get a copyright claim for it, so fucking be it, man. I don't make no money off this shit, so if they don't want to monetize me, it's all well and good. I got copyright link already for utilizing the video. And if I get it again, it is what it is. That's a journalist. Them journalists, they be on their bullshit. You know what I mean? They be on their bullshit. I don't got views like that. You got all them views like, oh, let this little nigga. That's what Charleston White said too. Charleston White said, if I look at you and you mention my name and you got a little bit of views, I'm not saying nothing to you. But if you got a lot of views, then I'm coming at you. I'm going to talk about your mama, your kids, your dog, everything about you. And I will do it for a year if I have to. I mean, long as you feed back into it, he's going to keep doing it. I got to listen to sometimes what somebody's saying instead of reacting all the time. Communication says there's a sender of the message. The sender sends the message. It goes to the receiver. The receiver deciphers the message, listens to it for a while, and then responds. You respond, but as soon as he says something, you ain't getting nothing out of it. You ain't seeing things as they realistically are. So you're not even able to respond to it appropriately. And I'm going to end this with this, because this deserves 2 quotes. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Charleston White is willing to risk going too far. And now, I guess he's realizing, because his show's been canceled, police been on his ass, things can only get worse from here. He's realizing how far he can really go. And this ain't only for him. This is for all the viewers too. Content analysis, 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. Like if you wanna. Dislike if you wanna. Comment if you will. As you see, if you send me a link to something, I'm gonna address that issue if it's plausible. If it's realistic enough. And subscribe. My views are going up. My subscriptions are starting to go up. I thank y'all a lot. Enjoy your day. And I wish that you learned something from this video. Have a nice day, people. We all we got.